Alright, imagine this. You're standing in line. Nothing much is happening. Just waiting. Without even thinking, your hand moves. You reach into your pocket. You unlock your screen. And boom, you're in Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit. Maybe your email. Maybe just a scroll through your photos. Doesn't matter. You weren't even bored. But your brain craved something, anything. And now, 10 minutes have passed. You don't even remember what you were doing before. Sound familiar? Because this isn't just you. This is all of us. From the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed, we are glued to our phones. The average person checks their device over 96 times a day. That's once every 10 to 12 minutes. Some people? Over 300. But have you ever wondered why? Why is it so hard to stop? Why do we feel phantom vibrations in our pockets? Why do we panic when our battery drops below 20%? And why does putting your phone away feel almost like withdrawal? Chapter 1: The Hook: How Our Brains Got Hijacked. Let's start with the basics. Dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, basically your brain's feel-good chemical. It gets released when you eat food, laugh with friends, fall in love, or when you refresh your notifications and see a red dot. And here's the thing, your phone is a dopamine slot machine. Every swipe, every like, every buzz is a tiny reward. A hit. And just like with gambling, your brain starts to crave it, even when the reward is small or inconsistent. That unpredictability? It's addicting by design. Apps are built around this. It's called variable rewards. You scroll because you never know what's coming next. Maybe it's funny. Maybe it's dramatic. Maybe it's nothing. But you keep going. Just in case. Chapter 2: The Science of the Scroll: Why We Can't Look Away. Your attention is a currency, and big tech companies are fighting for every second of it. That's not hyperbole. That's literally the business model. The longer you stay on a platform, the more ads you see. The more data they collect. The more they profit. So guess what? Everything is engineered to keep you there. Endless scroll. Autoplay. Notifications. FOMO. Infinite feeds with no natural stopping points. These aren't neutral features. They're deliberate hooks. What you're using isn't just a tool. It's a behavioral conditioning device. And the more you use it, the more it learns about you. What you like. What you don't. What keeps you up at 3 a.m. Chapter 3: The Attention Economy: How Time Became a Product. There's a reason this feels bigger than just bad habits. It's because we've entered the attention economy, a system where our time and focus are literally being bought and sold. Our digital footprints are monetized. Our behaviors are shaped by algorithms. We're not the customers. We're the product. And just like any addictive product, the goal isn't moderation, it's maximization. Chapter 4: Childhood, Teens, and Screens. If you were born in the last 20 to 25 years, this isn't something you opted into. You grew up inside it. Kids today are being handed phones before they can walk. Studies show that toddlers are now exposed to screens more than physical play. And by the time they're teenagers, their self-worth is often tied to likes, comments, and the invisible metrics of popularity on platforms designed to manipulate. Mental health stats are rising. Anxiety, depression, body image issues, all strongly correlated with time spent online. This isn't just about addiction. It's about development. It's about identity. It's about who we become when our reflections are filtered and our voices are measured in engagement rates. Chapter 5: The Digital Architecture of Addiction. Let's break this down even further. Colors are chosen for urgency. Red equals alert equals you'll check it faster. Sound design mimics casino tones. Reward sounds trigger positive loops. Vibration patterns are meant to mimic physical human touch. Yes, really. Push notifications are timed using your behavioral history. None of this is random. There are teams of psychologists, UX designers, and data scientists whose entire job is to make sure you open that app and keep coming back. Chapter 6: But it's not all doom. Let's be honest, Phones aren't evil. They're connection, creativity, information, maps, memories, music, motivation. The problem isn't the tech, it's the balance. And that's the hard part. Because when the thing you're trying to moderate is literally designed to resist moderation, willpower isn't enough. You need awareness, boundaries, and sometimes resistance. Chapter 7: Breaking the Cycle. So, how do we fix this? It starts with understanding the system, which you're already doing by watching this. Then, turn off non-essential notifications. Make your screen grayscale, kills the dopamine hit. Leave your phone outside the bedroom. Use apps that track screen time. Schedule dopamine detox days. And maybe, just maybe, start asking, what am I really looking for when I open this screen? Connection? Validation? Escape? Because once you answer that, you can start finding it in places that aren't trying to exploit you. Chapter 8: Social Validation and the Loneliness Loop. Let's talk about something a little deeper: loneliness. We think our phones connect us. And sometimes they do. A call from a friend. A funny meme sent at the perfect moment. A thoughtful message that brightens your day. But over time, something flips. The more we rely on digital validation, the double taps, the story views, the followers, the more isolated we can actually feel. Because it's not real connection. It's performance. It's presentation. We end up curating highlight reels of our lives. Cropping out the chaos, editing the emotions, staging the spontaneity. And everyone else does the same. So we compare our behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. And guess what that creates? An endless feedback loop of self-doubt, comparison, and disconnection. Phones become a shield. A buffer against awkward silence. A wall we hide behind at parties, meetings, even family dinners. But at what cost? When was the last time you had a real, uninterrupted conversation for more than 10 minutes? When was the last time you sat with boredom, and just were, without distraction? Final thoughts. We're not broken. We're human. And phones? They're powerful. But we're more powerful when we know how they work. So the next time your hand reaches for your phone without thinking, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, who's in control here? Because the most radical thing you can do in a world built on distraction is pay attention. And hey, if you found this deep dive into digital addiction and the psychology behind your screen time helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's always on their phone. You know the one. We've got more long-form explorations coming, unpacking the systems that shape our lives, the myths we live by, and the truths we tend to overlook. Stay curious. Stay kind. And I'll see you in the next one.